I don't know if this is live, but it's trying to be live. It's chugging. I got good internet. I don't know what's happening, but anyways, I hope this is on. If it's not, this is TG McCormick, and once I see my pretty face on the stream, I will probably start this over. There we go. I'm there. I'm alive. Hi, this is TJ, and I'm just going to get right to the music. Clothe yourselves with humility toward one another. For God is opposed to the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Therefore, humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God, that he may exalt you at the proper time, casting all of your anxiety on him because he cares for you, because he cares for you. That might have been a little overmodulated. Let me bring that down. And clothe yourselves with humility toward one another. For God is opposed to the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Therefore, humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God, that he may exalt you at the proper time, casting all your anxiety on him because he cares for you, because he cares for you, casting all your anxiety on him because he cares for you, because he cares for you, casting all your anxiety on him because he cares for you, because he cares for you. Oh my goodness. That was a little rough. Unfortunately, I'm having a bit of a problem this morning, but you know what? The heck with it. We're just going to do this. Who cares about problems? And if my eyes track this way, I got a really bad glare in my computer, so I need to turn that way to actually read the verse. But anyways, good morning. Sing the word, TJ McCormick, as always. And today we are looking, and I'm sorry, I've got a little morning stuff, and I do apologize. At the proper time, 1 Peter 5:4-7. And what this is a reminder that we can just have complete, utter, non-breakable faith in God. And God is going to bring us through times in our life when we might need him more than he needs us. And I think God's kind of used to that by now, because as a race of people, as humans, we're just kind of not clicked in to God a lot of the time. And I'm trying to click in more, because some of this stuff is just amazing, but I digress. Clothe yourselves with humility. I wrote a little note. Lisa Lynch, thank you so much for inspiring me with this scripture, because she wrote a song about this scripture. And I'm so glad she did, because it was a good one. And she sang it probably a lot better than I just did. But this isn't a competition. This is musicians sharing each other's works. And here we are. We're at the proper time. Clothe yourselves with humility. And she mentioned how people don't talk like that. You're right. They don't. They don't understand the idea of clothing oneself. Now, a lot of us clothe ourselves with a lot of things. I see a lot of jerseys. I see a lot of t-shirts that have little quips and little sentences and things. And it's like, okay, you're gonna put that on? I need to clothe myself. And this idea of clothing myself with humility, this is so intriguing. It flies in the face of fashion and commercial, clothing. It's like sometimes I just like to go shop at the Salvation Army to buy stuff. I like to clothe myself with clothes. I'm not interested in impressing people. Maybe I was at a time when I was a young man. I had these long sleeve collared shirts, and I thought I was just hip, dude. Toward one another. Now, this is the big thing. Humble towards one another. Now, I'm gonna bring up my little ministry called MPG, not MPH, as I do this, because I think the roads are filled with pride, and people are just, they're maybe they lost a bet, maybe they lost their family, their friends, their house, their stocks. I don't know, but people are mad on the road, and they are driving around like a bunch of maniacs. So having humility toward one another. Are you willing to let somebody who's cutting you off in front of you? Do you want to jam your accelerated pedal? Let me rephrase that. Do I want to jam my Yes, I do. And I have that thought sometimes. But here's the deal, is that's not good. Driving like a road raging maniac is not good for your humility level. In fact, it's kind of bad because it sucks your humility out, and all of a sudden your pride gets, I got a fast car, or I can drive it, I can squeeze into that. I've got a 16-foot long car, and I can put it into a 14-foot space. I can do this. I got this. It's not a time to say, hold my beer, especially when we're talking about other people. For God is opposed to the proud. Read that again. For God is opposed to the proud. I'm going to say it one more time. God is opposed to my pride, your pride, our pride. He's not impressed with how proud you are, but gives grace to the humble. Grace almost isn't an entity that you can perceive, because it's not necessarily immediate and visible and feelable. Grace is an amazing gift from God, because we are storing up an account of grace right now. And when God comes back and takes us home, or when we pass from this life to the next, we are going to receive that grace. We're going to receive it in full. And all the junk that we pulled is going to be deleted. All the good stuff is going to come forward. And here's a great place to start. Humble yourself. Let somebody cut in front of you. Let somebody have a better place in line. Let somebody get a better job than you. Oh, did I touch a nerve? I might have. Therefore, humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God. Now, wait for it. This is the name of the song coming up. Therefore, humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God. Now, this is a reminder that you are not just stupidly, you're not stupidly giving up your stuff. You're not just humble and nothing's gonna happen. No, this is humility with a purpose. Now don't go so far to think, well, hey, I'm more humble than thou art. I took that from a Weird Al Yankovic song. We're not in a humility contest. Basically, the more you learn about humility, the more you kind of go, oh, geez, I'm not really that great at this stuff. You're not, and I'm not. We're not. We are all working on humble. Trust me. Once you have humbled yourself under the mighty hand of God, He will exalt you at the proper time. Proper time. I like that. It's proper. Let's have a proper shepherd's pie, shall we? It's proper is such a good word. At the proper time. God is telling us, don't exalt yourself. Let me do it. Let me do it. And at that moment, when you are exalted by God, what boasting do we have left? That's why Paul kept saying, I'm not going to boast. I'm not going to boast in all this. I am going to boast in God. And that's what we do, because once we receive His exalting in our lives, we stand back and say, God, thank you. I don't deserve this, but you blessed me, and I'm going to take it and say thank you, and I'm going to give it out in spades. Now, I don't know if this is actually part of this other section, but I put this in because this is the one that I think a lot of us need to hear. Casting all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you. Now, I did the TJ double up. So it's like, casting all your anxiety on Him because He cares. Because He cares for you. Because He cares for you. So I did a lot of because He cares. That is not in the scripture. The scripture reads, casting all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you. But I like to reiterate the word care, because God cares. He cares. He cares for you, for us, for we, for all His children. Let's sing this song. Clothe yourselves with humility toward one another, for God is opposed to the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Therefore humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God, that He may exalt you at the proper time. Casting all your anxiety on Him because He cares. Because He cares for you. Because He cares for you. Casting all your anxiety on Him because He cares. Because He cares for you. Because He cares for you. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly, in all wisdom, teaching, admonishing one another with psalms, hymns, spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. You ready to be humble and let God exalt you at the proper time? Enjoy your day. Be gracious to others. Be loving to others, and humble yourself. You don't have to be first in everything. Give a little. Try it. See how it feels. Talk to you soon. Bye.